What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another review. So today I finally have Gohan from the new superhero movie, the Dragon Ball superhero movie, where Gohan finally gets to redeem himself after being treated like a punk for a long ass time. So here we go. Really happy to have it. Like I said, standard box as we usually get. So let's get him out the box and let's see what the figure's like. All right, here we have Gohan in all of his glory. Out of the box, looking really good. As we see him on the turntable here, full 360 view of him. And I'm really liking the way it looks a lot. I was really excited to get this one. I remember when it went up for pre-order, it sold out super quick, and I was bummed out because I was like, man, I better get a second shot at this because I really want this figure. It looks so cool. And fortunately, it did end up going back up on several different retailers, although it did have a bit of a price bump too. I had to pay like $10 more than most people did for this. I think it was $35 for this figure. I paid about $45 for it. But I'm not complaining. I'm happy to have it. And it looks super cool. So let's dive in and let's take a better look and check this figure out. Okay, so real quick, these are the accessories it brings. Brings a screaming face and a gritted teeth face and a serious stern face. Also brings 3 different sets of hands, all open at different variations, and the fisted hands as well, which are still on the figure. All right, so let's go over the articulation. This is the new 3.0 body, which it's not the first time I have a figure with the 3.0 body. I think Krillin was the only other one I have though. And I'm a fan of it. There's things I like about it. There's things I don't like about it. So let's go over that. So first of all, he can look up that much. He can look down this much. The neck can move, and he can look down that much. He has a bit of a swivel to the head. He can tilt it side to side. He can do a full 360 too if you wanted to, but why? Let's see. The arms can go full 360, but a bit separated from the body, which I wish it was a little closer. We have a swivel with the bicep. We have a nice deep bend at the elbow. That's nice. I like that a lot. And then swivel and a hinge at the wrist here. And then the chest has a nice crunch to it. Swivel as well. So does the waist. So that works well. Gives you pretty good range. Now the legs, this is the part that I kind of like the way it looks better on the 2.0s. I'm not going to lie. And I don't know, the segmenting here kind of throws my eye off a little bit. But it allows for cool poses like side to side. I think it gives you more side to side than the 2.0 bodies does. And it kicks forward just as well and bends just as well. Very good. The problem is that it doesn't kick back as well as the 2.0 bodies. And I don't know, not that maybe you don't need it that much. You can bend this part up, but still it takes away a little bit there while it gains more side to side. So it's give or take. That's why it just kind of comes down to the way it looks. And like I said, I think I like the 2.0 look better here. But moving on, we've got a swivel at the ankle here. It's higher up than it used to be. We've got a like swivel and a hinge here as well. We got a toe hinge. So yeah, overall it's a good figure, and I like that they've mixed up the articulation and it's different than other stuff. He seems to be more I guess more filled out. Like he looks more buff than any figure that we've had before. He's just a little bit chunkier. His neck is definitely thicker. His chest, the arms, even the pants here, it just feels a little bit bulkier, and I like it. It gives it nice heft to it, you know? So yeah, things I like about the 3.0 body and things that I don't. But overall, it's a very good figure. I'm enjoying the hell out of it. You can really pose it and get it in a lot of cool shots. So can't wait for the Gamma accessories to come out, because it's going to add a lot more dynamic possibilities to this figure. So yeah, let's move on. And for comparisons, here he is next to the rest of the figures in the same wave. It's Piccolo, Vegeta, and Goku. So this pretty much completes all the figures from the Dragon Ball superhero movie. except for Gamma 1 and Gamma 2. Plus, I think that they're going to announce another character or two, maybe even three, that they're going to add to this line. So, aside from those, these are pretty much all of them. And really happy to have them. They look really good together. They all have their own unique thing going on. Piccolo with the new color scheme. Gohan with the new updated look and body that looks great. Vegeta with the body that we've all kind of wanted for a while with the darker suit, because it kind of looks like the Majin Vegeta look. Just a lot of people never liked the blue that they chose for it, so this is a good option too that you could use. And another Goku, which you can't really go wrong having another Goku with the nice face plates and probably some of the best faces that the Gokus have had before. Also has shading on the Goku figure, but yeah, they look great together and happy to have them. So yeah, the final thoughts on this figure. I think it's one of my favorite figures that I've gotten so far in Dragon Ball Z related. It really is dope. I like the new articulation a lot. Like, it feels nice in your hand and it all works perfectly, except it doesn't kick back as well. And I also noticed that the Kamehameha is harder to pull off than it is with the 2.0 body. So that is something to note for people that like to pose them in dynamic poses. And it is Gohan, and if we ever get a Goku in this body, it's not a good thing that it's hard to put him into a Kamehameha pose, because that's like a standard pose. But other than that, I mean, this figure does a lot of things really well, and most of the posing works out perfectly, and it stands well. It just looks great. So I really love it a lot. And then at the price point, it's super cheap, $35. You can't go wrong for an import figure. So I actually recommend this to anybody that can get their hand on it for $35, $45 at the most. Like I said, I paid a little bit more, but I think it's still worth it at that price. Get out there and get it, because it's super worth it. Also, get Gamma 1 and Gamma 2. If you have not seen the movie yet, they're actually pretty dope characters, and they bring some like much needed accessories for this figure. So it's just going to make this figure even better once those come out. So I can't wait for that. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this review, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Leave a like, comment, subscribe if you want. Take care, and peace.